What's going on with y'all, man? Key back with another video for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Just wanted to show y'all my meal prep and everything. So just to start off, that's my thin sliced chicken breast right there. I kind of season that with a little bit of seasoning. You got some broccoli also, get our veggies in. And then also we got some brown rice, we have to have some carbs just to kind of fuel the body. Got some sweet potato as well. Starting off, so we're gonna take this broccoli here, we're just gonna dump it in the cup, you feel me? Not the cup, the bowl, you know what I mean, bro. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of breaking the broccoli down. Put a little bit of water on there, rinse off your vegetables. Just rinse off your food, bro. That's just the main point. And then we got some olive oil here too. So what I do with this is I kind of just drizzle it over my veggies, or let's say if I were to just have broccoli or any other veggie, maybe even sweet potato, I kind of just put a little bit of olive oil on there, just so it can the seasoning can stick. So I have some vegetable seasoning here that I usually try to put on there because I'm gonna actually put this in the oven. Got some vegetable seasoning. Also, I put a little bit of minced garlic just for a little flavor. You don't have to do this, but I feel like most vegetables are bland, so I kind of need that just to kind of give it a little bit of spice or whatever. So now we just mixing the seasoning in here. After this, probably gonna go ahead and just cut up these sweet potatoes as well. So make sure you mix these thoroughly. And try to get creative, when you coming in the kitchen, bro. If you don't really know how to make a lot of things, YouTube is the best bet. I learned pretty much a lot off of YouTube, and also just from over time from kind of like trying to cook for myself, you know what I'm saying? But I usually try to just make, my meals for at least 4 out of the 7 days of the week, maybe 5, just depending on if I want to have a different alternative days for what I eat. So now we're about to take this sweet potato. You see we got this fat ass knife. But we're going to take this sweet potato, man. We're just going to cut it up in sections here, kind of like fat ass rectangles in the sense, but and what I do is sometimes I chop it up in cubes, but just for this time we kind of just gonna have them little like squares, kind of to make it easier to distribute in every meal, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing right now. And also for everybody who's kind of wondering, as well, like with meals and everything, make sure you weigh and scale your food. I didn't, just because I pretty much know the amount that I'm taking in. But if you really starting off, you want to keep track of your shit, bro. Make sure you weigh your food, put the proper amount of servings, however many servings you want, but make sure it's proportional, so you're not eating too much. So what I did was I got this pan right here, or this, I don't know what to call it. I put aluminum foil on there, bro. I just put a little bit of olive oil. You see, I'm kind of spreading it out just so it doesn't stick to the aluminum foil. I kind of had a problem with that last time, but just make sure everything don't stick. Everything is a smooth operation. You feel me? And then after this, so then now I'm just transferring my veggies over. Just kind of laying them out evenly, making sure everything has the proper amount of space in between. But just kind of having everything set up. And also in the background, I have my oven preset on 400. So now I'm putting my broccoli down. We're gonna spread that out too. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite things to do, just to kind of have seasoned, veggies pretty much. So, this is the final product before we go ahead and slide that up in the oven. So now we're just going to put a little pepper on everything. I mean, this is optional, but if you want a little bit more flavor, I really don't put salt on a lot of things. I try not to use salt a lot. So now we're just going to go ahead and transfer everything in. Bam, and I'll usually put this in for about 20 minutes. So check that after that. And now we got our rice here. We put a bowl of water. A pot of water on the stove. And we go ahead and just boil that up. Got our chicken. Also, I usually put a little bit of butter just to get a little bit more flavor. Really, all I put is butter and a little bit of pepper, to be honest, just for my rice. And that's brown rice, by the way. One of my favorite side dishes, you know what I'm saying? So now this is kind of just, the in-between. Like I said, make sure you put this in for like 20 minutes. And our rice is done. So what we're going to do now, what you see me doing, is just distributing my portions into the containers that I have for my meal preparation. So we're going to do 2 days of rice, and then the other days we're going to have sweet potatoes, because we're just basically putting the carbs in right now. So now we're going to take a break from that. We're going to get into the workouts I do. So most importantly, if you want to build a big chest or you just want to work on chest, we're just going to work on every body part. my favorite thing to do are push-ups. All throughout quarantine, all I would really do is, making sure I'm getting my push-ups in. I recommend at least 100 or 200 just to kind of start off. And also, another the key thing that I do just for a workout is I like to do incline dumbbell bench press. You can kind of switch it up. You could do decline, but usually I do that with the bar. But, you don't have to go too light on the weight, or too heavy rather. Just make sure you do what's comfortable for you, and also make sure that you increase your weight as you go on. Usually I'll try to go for about 10 to 12 each set, and that'll be 3 sets. And I have these twist and pulse curls here that I got from YouTube actually. But I use these, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do probably about 10 to 12 of these, 3 sets. And these really get my biceps, and also it works on my forearms. As you can see, it just gets that pump flowing in the arms, and it just worked for me, you know what I'm saying? So one of the things that I've been adding to my workout for this whole time, I'm not gonna lie, I look swole as hell, but just some shit I've been adding on for a while now, and I kind of mix this up with either just regular hammer curls, or I'll do actual curls. And another big thing that really helped the middle of my chest would be cables. So I have this little workout, shouts out to Ty from Lifetime, but out of this workout here where you put the cables, you bring them in front of you, and I usually do 30 reps, and I do 3 sets, and I'm including in kind of a circuit, which Ty that taught me. So basically, you move from this, and then you move from this cable bar in a sense, and I do about 20, I don't know really what to call them, but I do about 20 reps of this, as you can see on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Just put your weight accordingly. Usually I do about 27 to 30 each side. And another big thing, if you really want to build just most of your upper body, dips. Dips are going to save your life. Or also pull-ups, anything to do with them, those type of motions are really going to build your arms. And also triceps are a big part as well. If you want your arms to look really big, you got to hit your triceps. You got to. The only way around it, you know what I'm saying? And I usually try to throw in triceps, as I work out throughout the week. Mind you, now I'm not really working out 6 to 7 days. I try to do at least 5, maybe 4 to 5 days a week. You know what I mean? I just cycle through all the workouts I have. And here, we just doing some regular hammer curls. These are good for your biceps. You know what I'm saying? And also, you can kind of have a little drop set going on where you do, 10 curls at the same time, and then you kind of go one arm by each. You know what I'm saying? And you do 10 of those, and that'll be 1 set. But I usually do about 3 sets of these. With all of my workouts, I usually just do 3 sets, bro. And I try to stay within the 8 to 12 rep range, especially if you're starting off. If you want to do 8 to 10, but always push yourself to try to get an extra rep. See, them bitches hurt, I can't even lie. And I have this also something else for the triceps that I just got introduced to. Kind of if you have an assisted pull-up bar or an assisted dip bar, you can kind of just use that cushion. Put about 40 on there, just do some push downs right there. And then now we're gonna move on to our shoulders. So our shoulders is what really makes our body look kind of like, gives us that brawny kind of look, you know what I'm saying? So here we got some shoulder presses, seated shoulder presses. You can do them standing as well, but I usually try to do about 8 to 10 of these as well. Sometimes I may do 12 to 15 if I have a really good day, get some good energy in there. And what most people don't know about shoulders, man, you got to make sure you attack all sides. So these are working your real delts, and that gives your shoulder that 3D look that you're looking for. You know what I mean? Shouts out to people that put me onto this. Can't really name them off the top of my head, but you know what I mean. And my guy who works at Lifetime, can't remember his name right now, but he put me onto these cable flies here, going to the side. You could do regular dumbbell flies as well, but these cable flies get me right, kind of just a little isometric, not isometric, your isolation workout rather, isolation sets. But I do about 10 of these, you know what I'm saying, alternate each arm. But now we're gonna move on to the back. So the back, I usually don't do a lot when it comes to back. I kind of try to squeeze in a compound workout, which would be, deadlift or maybe even not really squat so much, but here, we're doing some deadlifts. It's actually been a while since I kind of had them regularly in my workout schedule, so I'm just now getting back in tune with that. But, just try to start off light, get used to the movement. And here we got some lat pull downs as well. Those really work that upper back. Just make sure you keep your work, your reps slow and controlled. That's the key. You want to have your muscle under tension the most time. If you rush it through your workout, you're not going to really have that tension, that time of tension that you should, to be able to really rip those muscle fibers down. Really don't know the name of this one, but should I do it? These really help immensely with with your back looking really in shape. Make sure you squeezing at the, at the top of that rep right there, as you see me right here. But yeah, man, just ease into all these workouts, bro. If you really want to build your body and build your muscle, make sure you just doing them correctly. So if you have to start off light, that's cool, but always make sure you progress with your weight. And now we're gonna move on to abs here. So we got the lower ab, little cart right here. I'll probably do one going to the front and then one going to the side, as you can see, and I'll do about 5 each direction. So that will equal 15, which will be 1 rep for me. And I'll try to do at least 3 of these. And also a workout that my homie Daytwan put me on that I recently been starting doing. I try to do this every morning, but I just take, a medicine ball and I do this right here. And I do about 20 reps of these right here, 3 sets, along with some push-ups, and that kind of like jump starts me in my day. But this is really, really key. You know what I'm saying? Real key to really building abs. Always keeping the muscles under tension, just with muscle at all. Keeping them compressed and under tension. That really helps build that faster rather than going through your workout, without even a sweat, just trying to push to look strong. Like, you don't want that to happen, bro. That's not what you want. But this is kind of just wrapping up. I know I didn't cover legs, but I want to cover legs in a different video. I really didn't have enough footage to put together right now, but I figure y'all enjoy that. So now we're about to get back to cooking, about to put this chicken on the stove, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into that. So, we got this Ninja grill right here that I like to use. Honestly, shouts out to this. Whoever made that, bro. It's a lifesaver. But we put a little bit of canola on there, and we just going to go ahead and just disperse our thinly sliced chicken breast all throughout the grill here. But yeah, man, this grill is a lifesaver, bro. Especially if you're just starting to really cook for real like me. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of throw everything in here, and it's magic every time. You know what I'm saying? And what I use to season these is I use a little bit of cayenne pepper, some chili powder, put a little bit of garlic, and I also have this seasoning where it's black pepper, Mediterranean, pink Himalayan sea salt, actually not Mediterranean, and also a little bit of garlic in there that I put in there. So now I'm just showing you what I have right here, and this would be our rice, and still can see that our veggies are having some work here. That's usually what's gonna take the longest, but right now we just flipping our chicken, everything looking real nice. And the key with especially if it's thin, skinless chicken breast, you gotta make sure that you don't cook it for too long because you don't want it to dry up. But when I tell you this grill does the job every single time, bro, that should be banging, I promise you. But yeah, man, so now here, we finished. Probably had them about 7 to 8 minutes at the most. So now we're just gonna go ahead and transition our chicken. You see that shit looking decent, smoke coming off of that thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, just transition to everything, plating everything. So we got about a few more to go, as you can see. So I kind of can't put all of them in here, but it don't take me too long because as I'm doing this, my veggies are finishing up too. So it's almost just perfect timing, that's all I know. So now, as you can see, our veggies are done here. They're looking real nice and crispy. And just to show that the sweet potato's done, I'm going to go ahead and stick that fork in there. All soft in the middle, you know what I'm saying? So now we're just going to distribute our veggies and the rest of our carbs throughout our meal prep containers. So like I said, I'm not really weighing anything out because it's kind of like the last if I have everything, but normally you should kind of weigh everything so you know exactly how much you're getting within each meal. So then that gives you an idea of the amount of calories that you eat in a day. And if you want to gain muscle or gain weight, you're going to want to go into caloric surplus, which is eating more calories than you normally do. And going into a caloric deficit is going to help you lose weight. So that's the most important thing as well. Also with the combined cardio. So for cardio, you know what I'm saying? I'll just try to do a little bit of HIIT cardio. If you want to go on a run 1 or 2 miles a day, that's cool too. But HIIT cardio is really going to help you burn that fat faster. So now we're going to take the last of our chicken in here. We're just going to go ahead and, distribute that into our meals. Actually, right here, my bad, we flipping the rest of the chicken. So now we're going to put the chicken in the containers, I'm kind of just eyeballing everything. Like I said, not really scaling right now, but this is just distributed. So you're not going to see me put all of the chicken in all of the containers because I ate this right here. And also, I'm going to put some salmon on for the rest of the week just to kind of, give me some variety in my meals. So, we taking the rest off. And this is what I ate. And I'm telling you, that shit was fire. I can't even lie. So, yeah, man, that's just how it goes, man. So I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. Like and subscribe. I'm gone.